seek to find is a world that's mine. Need a place to hide. Will you free my mind? Following the lines of a world that's blind. In your eyes I see there's a place for me.
Hello and welcome back to the Boise State Esports Arena. Tonight we have an exciting collegiate Rocket League match for you all. My name is Audrey Norris and I am accompanied by Noah Guadara for tonight's Rocket League matches. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing fantastic, Audrey. I am so excited to cast this CRL Rocket League with you. Excited to see our boys play here in the Esports Arena, and I'm just ready to see a good game of Rocket League.
Absolutely. Do you think they're as excited as you are for this match?
Oh, I think that they are probably even more excited than I am for this match. Whenever they're playing, they are always just screaming whenever they get a goal, whenever they win a round. Whenever they win the series, they're always just screaming, and so far that excitement has taken Boise State pretty far.
Absolutely. Boise State University has a lot of energy, especially the Rocket League team. And tonight they're going to be going up against Grand Canyon University. How do you think they're going to do tonight?
So Grand Canyon University is currently 1-5. Boise State is 5-1. So it's kind of like flip there. Obviously, Grand Canyon University would love to get a win here, but Boise State would love to continue to cement their lead. And obviously, I'm a little biased here. I want to see Boise State win. However, just going off of the scores, it seems that Boise State should have this one pretty easily.
Yeah, and I think it'll be definitely an interesting match as, you know, every time we go up against a different team, we see different styles of play and different players and just different levels of teamwork. So it's always really fun to go in against a new team and just see what they have in store for us as, you know, every team is a little different.
Yeah, teamwork is going to be so big. That was really the biggest thing that allowed Boise State to defeat Ottawa yesterday. It was such a close series. It was like 3-2 and came down to like one goal. And so, but it ultimately it was the teamwork from Boise State that ultimately let them win the match.
Yeah, no, it'll be really interesting, especially because they had such a tough match yesterday. But it'll be very interesting overall because, as we all know, our team is a really solid Rocket League team, and they have a lot of really solid team plays as well as individual player skills.
Well, hello.
Hello.
Seems we are joined
Surprised
by
everybody. Yeah, I snuck in somehow.
Yeah, we're joined by the one, the only Doc Haskell.
Yes, we're getting ready to go. So Grand Canyon University is a fantastic location. They have an unbelievable lab, and they use a whole lot of the color purple.
A lot of purple?
A lot of those are things we know about them. They're strong. They actually have qualified 2 years in a row for CRL, or 2 seasons in a row, and they've been a really, really good team. They haven't played as many games. I think we've got the graphic up there. They're not on the of the 16 teams. They're not listed in the top 10 right now, only because they haven't played a ton of games. But we expect them to be completely tough. And again, as I mentioned, purple.
Purple.
Lots and lots of purple.
Purple is a very strong color. The color of royalty. Maybe we can overcome, vanquish the monarchy.
Vanquish the monarchy. Okay, so Durtho has been playing fantastic. Gil, one of the nicest people you will ever meet, has developed an edge. I don't know that it's leather jacket, scoff at a police officer kind of edge yet, but we're trying to develop it into that. It could be something pretty fabulous.
The solid defender that we have in Gil, is that going to change then with
this new
edge?
When you look at the replays from our CRL match last night against Ottawa, again, that 5-game just amazing one, So many of the great goals were set up not by a defending goalie Gill, but actual striker Gill setting up great shots for himself and for his teammates.
Yeah, we definitely had Gil spoiling it for us because we were watching the CRL stream.
Yeah.
But we could always hear a few seconds in advance whenever Gil scored or whenever Boise State scored.
Yeah, it was pretty dang cool. So you're in for a really good one. Are you excited? Is my question.
Oh, I am so excited. I want to see Boise State just continue to cement their lead in CRL.
Okay.
I love Rocket League because I used to play soccer, so watching cars play soccer online is one of the most enjoyable things that I've found so far for casting. And so, yeah, I love Rocket League, and I'm really excited to watch BSU because they always play really well, and it's always a treat to watch.
Yep. All right. Well, we're going to get into it. I'll get off your desk here. But I predict a Bronco win in 4.
Bronco win in
four?
4.
There we go.
You've heard it here first. Prediction from the prophet, Doc Haskell. I think he will be leaving us. He is departing the desk very shortly, and he is gone. Gone to the wind. And we see our players here just getting into the zone, getting ready to play. What do you think needs to be in their mindset if you are on that stage right now?
Well, so like we were talking about earlier, teamwork is going to be a big one, and we talked a little bit about Gil and, you know, how he's been pretty a solid defender for the Rocket League team. However, it sounds like he's been trying out some new strategies, and it's been working out pretty well for him. So it seems like it's just going to be a different team dynamic potentially, and so there'll be, of course, you want to be very adaptable in those types of situations, as it's really important to make sure that if someone is playing differently or just a different scenario than you're used to, you got to be ready to adjust and make sure that whatever's going on, you're ready to handle it. So that'll be a big one for them. But do you have any other players that you're excited to see tonight?
Durtho. I want to see Durtho. The Twitch chat was getting so excited for Durtho whenever he made goals last night. Just like everyone was saying, I love Durtho. Durtho's so awesome. Nothing against the other Boise State players, but definitely feels like Durtho's a fan favorite. So if he performs well tonight, he just continues to expand that fan base, I think.
Oh, yeah. Durtho definitely has quite a few fans. Everyone loves him. He's here all the time, though.
Yeah, he is here.
You never escape Durtho.
Yeah, he's here all the time. He's always walking up to us, saying hello. He comes into the production room. He's like, "Hi guys, I'm here to help." And just joking
Just
around like
hanging
that.
out, yeah.
But he's always practicing. He's always getting those goals in. Always getting those matches in. So I think that has definitely helped Boise State. Just making sure that their players are always practicing, making sure they're staying fresh.
Yeah, it's always good when Durtho's around. He's a great moral support, just a great guy all around. And, everyone on the Rocket League team is a really solid person and player. So it's always, like I've talked about, always a treat to see them. And it'll be awesome to see what they can do against Grand Canyon University tonight. Do you have any thoughts about any of the previous matches before we get into this next one?
So definitely just talking about in terms of excitement and like storylines and stuff like that. I think the match versus Ottawa yesterday was really defining because it really defined Boise State being in that upper echelon of play. And so I think it's going to be the same here against GCU.
Yeah, totally. No, it'll be very interesting. And so, as we have talked about many times before, one of the most important things when you are going into a game of Rocket League is knowing Doc's keys to the game. And as we all know, for Rocket League, that is create mistakes, so that way your opponents fake out and you're able to get past them for the goals. Punish the double commit, don't overstay, and bump opponents to disrupt. Rocket League is a fast-paced game, and so it's really important to punish any mistakes that you see and try and fake out as many players as possible. Doc's keys to the game are very important for every play that you could make.
Yeah, definitely punishing the double commit, and you just want to create those mistakes.
Yeah. And as always, Drop-In Gaming is the premier online platform for gamers who seek competition. Play your favorite games to win cash and prizes in both free and paid entry events and tournaments. Whether you're new to the scene or a seasoned veteran, Drop-In Gaming has the right games and competition for you.
Definitely will be important to follow Doc's keys to the game if we want to succeed. And we didn't mention, I believe, our third player, who is Instinct.
Oh, yeah. Instinct is in the house tonight, so that'll be really interesting.
Yeah, Instinct. Cannot forget about him. Obviously, he's not talked about as much as Durtho or Gil, but he's just as important. We actually have our fancy graphic here. Boise State versus Grand Canyon University. Stock was mentioning earlier the purple versus the orange. Who will succeed? That is the real question.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to get into the match. Maybe.
Yeah, it looks like we are just about ready to get into this match here.
Currently, the playback might be having a couple errors, but like we were talking about before, Instinct, he is one of those unsung heroes for the Rocket League team. I think one of the best things about him, and one of my favorite things, is he's just such a good team player. He is so good at setting up or just committing to different plays. I love watching when he's able to just like cover for his teammates. Instinct is so good at just doing just such great protection for the team.
Definitely covering those goals, getting those shots that would otherwise get into Boise State's goal, making sure that the passes and the dribbles are set up so that either Gil or Durtho can succeed. And so obviously it's not the most flashy of styles, but it's equally as important, just making sure that Boise State can succeed as that Rocket League team.
And that's what's important about every team sport, it doesn't matter what you're doing. It doesn't matter if it's flashy, if it's boring, if it's anywhere in between. It's because you're doing it because it's your team and you need to do it to win. And that's what makes so many team sports, especially team video games, so incredible to watch, because there's just such a high level of teamwork in the game that's just very entertaining and very satisfying to watch when things like Instinct passing a ball to Durtho plays off beautifully. Those are my favorite goals to watch from Boise State, is any time they manage to make a team play where one of them is able to hit the ball right in front of the goal, allowing another player to just come in, commit to the ball, get past the goalies, because that's another thing that's so important about the teamwork, is causing the people to commit in a way that other people can get the goal. And it's just so satisfying to watch, because not only did they trick everyone else, but they just got a really cool shot off on goal.
Yeah, those little tricky goals, or those goals that are in the corner, those are the ones that Boise State has managed to eke out, that have allowed them to get leads, that they capitalize on the rest of the match, or in the rest of the series, to actually win these series. And obviously it's worked for them. So they're 5-1, and I believe we're actually joined by some fans in the audience right now. So that's exciting to see, and obviously cheering on our players on the stage, our Rocket League team, as we are getting ready, as our Rocket League team is, just kind of getting into the zone, maybe discussing some strategies, top secret strategies, or maybe just basically hit the ball, enter the goal. Who knows? It can be that it can be that complicated. It can be that simple.
They're probably talking about their starter rotations for kickoff as well, because that's one thing that we don't talk about a lot with Rocket League, how important rotations are. Because if you're not balancing where people are on the field, because this is true for normal soccer as well. In normal soccer, you have a lot more players, obviously. In Rocket League, you only have 3. In normal soccer, there tends to be about, it depends, but it's quite a few, closer to just 8 to 10, depending on the level that you're playing and how just the age groups. But it is an insane amount of people, and so there's way more people to cover the field. But in Rocket League, there's only 3, so you have to be super careful about where everyone is. And on that note, we actually have the scores from the Collegiate Rocket League season so far. As you can see, these are all the matchups and where everyone's standings are currently. UT Arlington was at the top. They're definitely a really solid team, and that'll be pretty rough. And as always, the rules are pretty standard. It's a 3v3 soccer match, best of 5. And it looks like we're getting into the game. The kickoff didn't really go any way for the players, as it does look like it's Grand Canyon University did manage to get the ball to Boise State side and is trying to push it in the goal. It's kind of sitting there for a second.
Yeah, Latimus scored already. I believe that's a player for Grand Canyon University. Boise State is in the blue.
Just kind of pushed the ball there. It bounced there for a little bit. That we don't normally see that, but Grand Canyon University does have the first goal as we go into the next kickoff. They do successfully take the ball here, though, Boise State is able to bounce it away from them.
Yep.
Let's see, they're trying to bounce it away, and do get it back to Boise State's side, trying to set up a goal there. Boise State isn't exactly in a spot right now where they have a lot of goalies. Gill is trying to get in there. Durtho is passing.
Durtho.
He's trying to get a shot in, and he does manage to get it past that Latimos, who almost managed to get back there, but he was a little too high.
Yeah, that seemed like such a free goal. Honestly, Durtho just carries it across the map, gets that goal in there, and man, that's crazy.
All right, we have the next kickoff. Grand Canyon University manages to get the ball, but Boise State responds, launching it to the other side of the field as they try to set up for a goal. Instinct goes in, he's bouncing the ball, trying to set it up, but is intercepted by Nandau, and then Latimos, who tries to bounce it away. Luckily, Gill and Durtho are there to back him up as Grand Canyon University once again steals it, tries to bounce it into Boise State's goal, but it's blocked by Instinct.
Instinct playing defensively once again. Durtho is trying to make some sort of rotation on that right side happen, but it doesn't accomplish much. Gill just here to save it, push it. Blind Bandit tries to find a goal. Latimos as well, but it gets knocked away by Instinct. Durtho might try to make the same sort of play happen. Pass to Instinct. Instinct on the offensive, but Latimos steals it away, but Gill just knocks it across the other side of the map, and Blind Bandit is there to push it across the Boise State side.
Yeah, Instinct luckily was able to intercept, preventing Grand Canyon University from getting it over to Boise State's side, allowing his teammates to try and set up a goal, but it is not quite there yet, as we're just kind of waiting here. Instinct bounces the ball off the top there and goes for an aerial dribble, but it is intercepted by one of Grand Canyon University's players, as it is now just kind of bouncing around. No one's really in control of it yet. Quite a few 50-50s going off.
Yep. Apologies to the viewers as we cannot see the score at the time right now, but I believe a couple of minutes have passed and it is 1-1 currently, so either side's game. It was an early goal by Grand Canyon and early rebound goal for Boise State. So again, anyone's game. So we just see a bunch of skirmishing here in the mid-game.
Gill recovers the ball on Boise State's side. Grand Canyon University tries to intercept it, but it doesn't really go where they're wanting, allowing Boise State University to push it to Durtho. Durtho tries to score, but the goalie is able to prevent it from going in and pushes it back to Boise State's side. Just back and forth right now. No one has really managed to gain the upper hand. We've gone quite a few minutes right now. We are a little less than 2 minutes left with 1-1 as each team is trying desperately to get a shot on goal. It does bounce off the back.
Durtho! How does he do it every single time? Look at it, bounce.
My God,
bounce.
Durtho!
The perfect angle.
Durtho, are you playing basketball right now? What was that?
Oh my goodness.
All right, 2-1 for Boise State with 1 minute and 49 seconds left. We go into the kickoff as Instinct is able to get the ball away, tries to bounce it over one of Grand Canyon University's players, but is unable to. Durtho tries to recover it, isn't quite able to get it. They try to make a shot, but Durtho deflects it there. Latimos tries to come in and recover for his team, but isn't quite able to, so Blind Bandit takes it and shoots it into Boise State's goal there, making it an even 2-2.
Yeah, and with a minute 30 left, again, still anybody's game. Obviously, neither of these teams wants to go into overtime. One of them wants to score. So it's been an excellent offensive and defensive game for both sides as Boise State gets the early kick, but it just gets knocked right back. But Gill is here on the receive. Durtho is just barreling down, just trying to make an angle happen. Is able to find it. Quick instant! Look at this! What's this? Those are those little angle goals we were talking about earlier.
Oh yeah, the small bounces off the cross guard and just the sides are everything, and Boise State capitalizes on that as they are able to now once again launch the ball onto Grand Canyon University's side. However, it doesn't stay there for long as Nando tries to push it towards Boise State's goal. Gil is watching from afar there, trying to get a good angle, but is unable to get the ball, so instead demos the Blind Bandit.
Yeah, and with demos coming out, maybe Boise State goes on the attack once again. Instinct trying to find an angle, but this ball is just kind of stuck in the corner. Gets knocked away, gets knocked up. And currently Latimos is just kind of posturing to make sure that can maybe get sent over to Boise State's side for a potential goal for Grand Canyon. And as we approach 30 seconds, actually Blind Bandit demos Instinct. Dirtho's dribbling this ball. 30 seconds remaining. Instinct is going for the angle, but it's not happening. And now Boise State maybe has overcommitted a little bit as Nando and another Grand Canyon player goes for it, but it gets knocked away at the last second by Instinct.
Instinct trying to dribble the ball, bounces it up over some Grand Canyon University players to Dirtho, who makes a shot, but it is bounced away by a goalie there. So Gil comes in, trying to help him out a little bit. With 3 seconds left, they're going to try and make a last goal before the ball touches the ground. But it looks like it's going to be really close as they just knock it down, allowing Boise State to take the first round of this best of 5.
Yeah, 3-2 there. So it was a little close, and ultimately there wasn't that much time left when that final goal was made by Boise State. Obviously, both these teams played really well in that first match. This is a best of 5, so there are potentially 4 more matches to go. Doc Haskell predicted four matches, and BSU taking it, so that would be a 3-1. Could be a 3-0, could be 3-2, or maybe Grand Canyon comes back from this first game and decides to shake this one off.
It's a 4-1, but Grand Canyon takes it. You never know. Then Doc would still be right, but just for the wrong reasons.
4-1?
Wait, what? You know what? Yeah, you're right. You know what? I'm tired. It's fine. Anyway.
4 matches.
4 matches.
Or
maybe
four games.
So 3-1, Grand Canyon instead.
Is that your prediction?
No, I don't want to be that person.
You don't want to be that person. You're just copying somebody's homework.
Yeah, sure, that works. But yeah, no, Boise State University, they're our team. I don't want to root against them. I was just proposing that technically Doc would still be right if Grand Canyon University won this 3-1 right now. So you never know.
No, because he said BSU would win it.
Did he? That's
yeah,
true.
He did.
You're right. Never mind. That's fine.
No, I will say that I hope that Boise State does win it. But the way Grand Canyon was playing, maybe if they were just a bit luckier. We actually are in the middle of a game. Blind Bandit already getting an early goal. It's a repeat of the first round. Looks like there was just an overcommit by Boise State. Nobody there to defend the goal.
Now the rotations were a little off there as we go into this next match. Grand Canyon does manage to take the first goal there and does manage to successfully take off the kickoff, but Dirtho has not taken any of that. Gets another quick goal. With a, looks like currently just another repeat of the last match.
Yeah, definitely. Dirtho, again, already proving himself as the fan favorite. Just able to get these goals, and maybe he is making an offensive play of his own, but gets walked away.
Just barely blocked by Grand Canyon University with a double commit there. But they are able to take control of the ball. It doesn't last for long, though, because Nando is demoed there.
Yeah. As we see Scrim. I don't know if that's Instinct. However, they are just playing just as well as Instinct would. So, could fool me. Blind Bandit. This ball gets passed to Latimos, looking for an attack on Boise State's goal, but Dirtho there knocks it away. And Nando and Blind Bandit make an offensive attack, but it doesn't work, and this is the double commit we're talking about in Doc's keys. And now Dirtho might be going towards, excuse me, Latimos just knocks it straight away across the map.
Yeah, it is now back on Grand Canyon's side. We are still 1-1 tied with about 3 minutes and 30 seconds left there. Grand Canyon does try to take control of the ball, but Durtho denies it, trying to go for an aerial shot on goal. It bounces off the backboard, however, and Grand Canyon University is able to bounce it out of Durtho's way. Instinct recovers the ball, though, tries to get it set up, so Gil comes in, but Grand Canyon University is not allowing them to touch the ball right now, so Durtho has to come in. After a demo on Latimos trying to clear out the goal there, they try to make another shot, but it's just unable to really get a clear shot right now with Grand Canyon just sitting in the goal right there. Durtho goes in for another one.
Yeah. Gil sends it across the board to set it up for Durtho. It wasn't successful, but now Boise State has to go on the defensive. But it looks like Instinct just knocks it across, stops any sort of offensive play. It looks like there might have been a miss there by a Grand Canyon player, and now all three of the Boise State players are trying to set up a goal. They decide they've overcommitted, go back, but Instinct knocks this one away.
Boise State, they're trying to just get a touch on the ball there and get something set up as Grand Canyon University takes it away from them once again, tries to make a shot. Gil just barely deflects it there, though, allowing Durtho to try and go in for the goal, which is unfortunately stolen by the Blind
Bandit.
Yes. Having a night tonight.
Blind Bandit stealing your ability to say their name, too, as well.
Man.
And we actually see a dribble straight into a goal.
Oh my gosh.
Nando
What
demoed
was that?
Gil. Yeah, Nando demoed Gil there. So it's actually, look at this replay. Look at this. Nando just says, get out of the way. This goal's open.
Durtho just right behind, not close enough to be able to save the goal there. It is now 2-1 in Grand Canyon's favor with 2 minutes left on the clock. Instinct, it does have control of the ball right now, though, tries to get a nice aerial setup there, but it is blocked by Nando as Durtho tries to recover the ball, but it is currently contested there by Grand Canyon University. Gil goes in, but it hits the backboard. Ooh, Instinct tries to go for a shot as well, but he's just a little too low as Grand Canyon University is just kind of letting Boise State try to get the ball set up. It's not really happening, though, for them, as they're just not really right in the right rotation yet to get this set up, allowing Grand Canyon University to try and take a shot on Boise State's goal, but Durtho narrowly deflects that one there.
Definitely. It was a little too close for comfort at Boise State. And now Grand Canyon, they have this point lead, so they're just trying to expand it. Boise State is all grouped up. They might try to make some sort of coordinated effort happen, but Blind Bandit knocks away the shot made by Durtho, and now with a minute remaining, Grand Canyon up 1 point and just attacking Boise State's goal. Boise State has to defend. Instinct is there as well. Blind Bandit tries to shove it through. It doesn't happen. Gil is just playing back. Boise State doesn't want to concede another goal. And now with a demo, maybe something happens, but it won't go towards Boise State's goal.
Ooh. Instinct tries to take a shot on goal. It is deflected by Nando, so Durtho tries to recover it, but Latimos does not let him have it, tries to take their own shot on goal, but it's just a little bit off, allowing Instinct to try and launch it back towards Grand Canyon University's side. We have 30 seconds remaining. Grand Canyon is still in the lead and is trying to take the ball to Boise State's side. Ooh, the Blind Bandit does have a shot here, tries to launch it over Boise State and successfully does get the next goal for the Grand Canyon University.
With 2 points, 20 seconds. This is a tall task for Boise State if they want to stay in this game. If they want to take it into overtime. If Grand Canyon can just wait it out, they will secure and tie up this series 1-1.
Yeah, we go back into the next kickoff as it kind of goes back and forth there between the two sides, but it does end up going towards Boise State's goal. Gil able to deflect it, however, preventing them from taking a shot. As it goes to Instinct right now, who launched it off the side, trying to get it up in the air, but it's just not really in a spot for Boise State. With 3 seconds left, Gil tries to get it up, does successfully, begins a shot on goal, but they aren't able to recover it, allowing Grand Canyon University to take the next match.
So now it is tied up 1-1. Both of these teams just need 2 more wins.
And if you look at the goals right now between the two, they were able to take a lot more goals this time, Grand Canyon University specifically, than Boise State. They did not get a lot of shots on goal this time around.
Yeah, Boise State really seemed to be struggling there. They kind of seemed like they were kind of pushed defensively there to just kind of play against their goal. So a lot of good team coordination by Grand Canyon University to actually be able to get those goals, get that lead, and secure it. And then obviously excellent defensive play to actually be able to limit Boise State to just 1 goal.
Yeah, it also looked like a lot of times when Boise State was on Grand Canyon University's side of the field, they were just really struggling to be in the right spots to actually set up their goals. A lot of times Grand Canyon University was just waiting there. They'd see like Durtho coming in with the ball and they just like jump up a little bit so that way they could deflect it. So they were doing a really good job of preventing people from getting the shots they needed, which is definitely going to hurt Boise State, as they are like, that's typically their go-to, is getting nice setups before they go in. So they're going to have to try and figure out a way to get around Grand Canyon University, especially Blind Bandit there with those last couple really solid plays towards goal. They're going to have to be super careful and watch out, because although that person technically can't see, they're doing some really good shots on goal.
Yeah, as we get into this game, and almost immediately another early goal by Grand Canyon University. That would have been the 3rd game in a row where Grand Canyon University gets that first early goal. It doesn't happen again. Those angles not found, like you mentioned. Now Latimos is up in the air with the ball, but it gets knocked away by Instinct, I believe. Durtho sends it across, but now again, Grand Canyon is playing so offensively, pressuring Boise State to go onto their side of the map and punish an overcommit.
Durtho tries to get a shot on goal, but isn't able to get it over the Grand Canyon University players, as Latimos tries to recover it and shoot it towards goal. Luckily, Durtho was watching and was able to keep it away. Instinct goes in for a 50-50 and manages to block it there. However, Latimos is just lying in wait. They're just all there right now, taking shot after shot. Luckily, Instinct is able to get control of the ball, push it to Durtho, and get the first score of the match for Boise State University.
Yeah, let's look at this replay, because I feel like Grand Canyon did the exact same thing. Nah, it was a little different. However, that is still like an excellent goal. They found the angle. Boise State, whenever they got onto Grand Canyon's side last game, they were always in the corners, but somehow they managed to get it right from the center. But Boise State has to defend now. Not able to find any sort of shot onto Grand Canyon, but now Durtho sends it into the midfield. Instinct is here with the save.
Yeah, Durtho is trying to set up an aerial shot, but it goes off the backboard, allowing the Blind Bandit to keep it away from the goal there. Instinct tries to go in for another shot, but is again deflected by a Grand Canyon University player. Gil tries to go in to help his teammates, but it's just a little too low, unable to hit the ball, so Durtho has to recover there. Grand Canyon University is playing all the way up right now with one player kind of far in the back, but they're all just up here right now, trying to get control of the ball. Gil is setting up a shot there, trying to get the nice aerial, but it's just a little too high, so Durtho tries to recover it here. Not in the right spot. Instinct goes in instead, but Latimos is just, again, lying in wait as Grand Canyon University once again just denies Boise State their ability to get the goal.
Yeah. Whenever Boise State is using their boost, they're not able to find it. It always just goes into the corner. So far, it is with 3 minutes and less. Boise State does have the point lead, but it's only 1 point. So now they need to get some more points if they want to feel a bit more comfortable. However, Grand Canyon is mounting a successful defense so far, sending it across, but Gil knocks it away alongside Instinct and Durtho, and it's a free-for-all in this corner, but Durtho actually had an open shot, but it gets blocked away by Nando. Instinct is trying to reach that ball, but it might not happen. Latimos actually gets juked away. Now Durtho with a shot, but it's not the... It was the angle! I'm sorry! What was that?
Oh, man. Nice shot from Durtho there. Bounces it off the backboard and then is able to bounce it once again to a better angle on goal, allowing Boise State to get their 2nd point with 2 minutes left. That's a very solid lead for them as long as they can keep it up. And they do manage to win this next kickoff here, but Grand Canyon University steals it from them, causing Boise State to kind of have to try and recover here. Durtho does manage to hit the ball to Instinct, who tries to take a shot and bounces it off the backboard into Grand Canyon University's side, giving Boise State 3 points in this game.
Yeah, that was just like such an excellent angle, just up in the air. It's just like these angles where like they either hit it off the backboard, the crossbar, or they just managed to find the perfect angle. And it's a thing of beauty for Boise State, and maybe Grand Canyon will have something of their own, but it gets saved actually. And now this ball is up in the air once again as we cross 2 minutes. Boise State up 3-0, not able to find this ball because it is in the corner. And Gil is going for a shot. And actually, Latimos is not able to defend that. And now it is 4-0 for Boise State. They're finding their rhythm.
Yeah, Boise State has now really just gotten into the flow with all 3 members taking a score here right now. We're just a little under 2 minutes left too, so it's going to be very hard for Grand Canyon University to be able to actually come back from this right now. As Boise State tries to take another shot on their goal there. Oh my gosh, Gil coming in, isn't able to bounce it off the backboard, but Boise State committed so hard there that Nando just runs off with the ball there, trying to take a shot on their goal. Luckily, Boise State is able to recover and blocks it, but oh my gosh, there's multiple shots. Oh! Blind Bandit manages just to squeak in there and bounce it off of a Boise State player.
Yeah, and that's that overcommit by Boise State, all 3 players.
Ooh,
Maybe getting
inches it off Gil right there.
Yeah, maybe getting a little too hyped up after getting 4 goals like that. So now, Boise State, with 1:20 left, just needs to defend. Needs to prevent 3 goals, so they can allow 2, or they can score some more. As we see Durtho just in that corner making just some sort of shot. Instinct actually finds an open angle, but it's not so open with Nando there. Blind Bandit is playing goalie, and now Grand Canyon University, with 1 minute remaining, needs to find points if they want to stay ahead in this series.
Oh yeah, but they're really struggling right now because Boise State has keeping the ball solidly on their side of the field, just keeping up the offensive there. Luckily though, the Blind Bandit is here, tries to take it back, but Gil says no and keeps it away from him there, as the rest of their team just is trying their best to get the ball away, but Boise State is not letting them have it.
Yeah, Grand Canyon University is feeling the pressure that Boise State was feeling last game, and now this is an offensive trio by Gil, by Durtho, by Instinct. Durtho actually might have to go on the defense, but this ball gets knocked in the air. That's more time being wasted. Gets knocked away. Now this is in the midfield. Gil is sending it over to Grand Canyon's side, and this is not what Grand Canyon needs or wants. Instinct is far away from the ball, but Gil is there. And you have to believe that this is going to be match over, or the game over to Boise State.
Unfortunately for them, yeah, the ball was just rolling across the ground there at the last part, allowing Boise State to take the win there. That was a good match. I enjoyed that one. That was
Yeah.
but come on, Boise State with the 1 point there though.
Like what were those goals? Those goals, like, how do you get those angles? How do you calculate that in your head? I don't think you do. You just there's just something.
You just know the game.
You know the game. You have those hands, and you have that brain, and you just put those 2 together, and a miracle happens. And those were such good goals. I cannot emphasize that. I'm sorry. I'm just being a fanboy over here.
No, I totally get it. That's one of my favorite things about video games, though. When you play one for so long, there's just something about it that really, like, you connect with, and then you don't really need to think about it. You just kind of know how something will go. You know the distance, you know the way it'll bounce. In Rocket League, it's like you'll understand exactly where it's going to go, and so it's just, both for the players and for those watching, it's so satisfying to watch when you just a moment that feels impossible, but you know at just such high level play, it's easy because it's just innate.
And now Boise State is up 2-1 in this best of 5 series. Grand Canyon University, they're looking to even it up, and Boise State is looking to close it out. As we get into this match, we will get the first hit. And it looks like it just goes up in the air.
Yeah, Grand Canyon University kind of got the advantage there, but it was quickly taken away as Boise State sets up a shot on goal, but it doesn't quite go through as Gil isn't able to get there in time to hit the ball, allowing Latimos to run away with it and dribble for a moment, giving it to Nando there as the Blind Bandit goes in for the shot and is able to take it out. Gil was demoed there, it looks like, too, so it left Boise State's goal wide open, allowing Blind Bandit to make a shot from midfield, too.
Yeah, so excellent team communication there and coordination by Grand Canyon University. Gets another early goal. It seems that is their forte, somehow getting those early goals. Now Durtho tries to find a shot, gets blocked by Blind Bandit. It is now in the corner. Instinct knocks it away. Latimos gets demoed by Durtho. Now Instinct is on the offensive alongside Gil. Not able to find the angle, though.
Nando tries to make a shot
Not
on
again.
goal. Oh,
Okay.
it was really close, but Instinct was there this time waiting, was able to take it out. However, Latimos was waiting there, trying to help set up Blind Bandit, and Nando comes in as well. They're all trying to make shots on goal, but they don't quite line up, and Gil is able to knock the ball away there, and Instinct follows it up as well, keeping it away from the goal.
Yeah, and now Latimos is in the corner with Gil. Gil actually chasing the ball more successfully alongside Dirtho, but Nando puts a stop to that for now. Gets sent over, but straight to Dirtho, who makes a shot. It's a little high, and now Nando with this ball actually dodges one, but isn't able to dodge Instinct. And now this ball is going over to Boise State's side.
Yeah, it's now on Boise State's side, and as I say that, it goes straight to Grand Canyon University side, almost into the goal. Gil tries to make a shot there, but Nando just barely has time to react, allowing Latimos to try and take a very clean aerial shot there. But it does hit the corner outside the goal and does not find the purchase that they wanted there, allowing Boise State to block it. Ooh, but another quick goal, like attempted goal there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Grand Canyon University is not letting up. They are getting as many goals and as many shots as they possibly can in here in this small period of time. Luckily, Boise State is able to push it away from them. They aren't able to quite get what they're looking for as they're trying to set up another goal there.
Boise State manages to open up the game by getting that ball into the midfield, relieving some of that pressure. And as we cross 3 minutes, Grand Canyon University up 1-0 against Boise State. Gil makes a shot, but again, demos coming out. Dirtho gets demoed by Nando. Latimos with this ball alongside Nando. And Instinct and Gil, they're just kind of knocking this ball away. They have time to play with, but they need to score a goal at some point.
Ooh, they try to make another shot on Boise State University's goal, but they are unable to get it as another successful defense comes in. It is now on Grand Canyon University's side as they push it away. Back to Boise State's side. We're kind of just in a back and forth right now. Each team taking a couple shots before the other team manages to push it away. As we're just going back and back. 2 minutes left. Boise State really needs to make a goal here if they want to be able to take this from them, and they do try to set something up. Gil tries to pass the ball, but Dirtho is just a little too early, so Instinct tries to come in and get the shot on goal, but it is blocked by the Blind Bandit.
The Blind Bandit stealing Boise State's opportunities to shoot this goal, but actually, how does that goal happen? How does that goal happen? Let's watch this replay. I want to see this replay.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Dirtho.
Oh my goodness. Dirtho just managing to find these shots that like nobody else would see. I didn't see that goal coming.
Oh yeah, it is now 1-1. Boise State has a little bit more time as right now both teams are desperate to get that final goal so they don't have to go into overtime. It does go over to Boise State's side. Latimos bounces the ball off the side there, tries to set it up, but Gil knocks it away and it passes it to Instinct, but it bounces off the side there, not really allowing them to set it up as Dirtho tries to keep it in play on Grand Canyon University's side. Unfortunately for them, they're both really on top of their game right now, and once again, it's another back and forth between these two teams.
Yeah, back and forth. Fortunately, Gil is there on the defense alongside Instinct. This ball is in stasis and it gets knocked towards the midfield, but it is going sideways at this point. With 1 minute remaining, both of these teams want to get a point so they don't go into overtime. Latimos actually sends the ball towards Blind Bandit, making an assist for some play. This ball gets stuck in the corner. That is not the angle that Grand Canyon wants. Now Dirtho has an opportunity for shots, but loses the ball. Nando sends it across to Boise State's side, and now Boise State needs to go on this defense.
Yeah, it is 1-1. If Boise State manages to get the goal here, they will be able to win this match. But the Grand Canyon University is not going down easy. They're taking as many shots on goal as they possibly can. Boise State, of course, is responding, however, as Instinct tries to set up a goal. Ooh, Dirtho goes in, but it is a little too far right, and they aren't able to get the shot. So Gil comes in, tries to set something up. It hits the backboard. Ooh, we are in the last 8 seconds now. Boise State is just going in shot after shot, trying to make something. Dirtho gets it just barely in with 3 seconds left. Oh my goodness. I thought that wasn't gonna go in for a second. It was just floating there. Look at that.
How does he find these shots? He hits it off the corner. Oh my goodness, with 3 seconds left, can Grand Canyon University get
They're
it?
going to have to hit it right
They're
off
going to
the
have to hit it
kickoff.
really hard. They're going to have to put it up in the air, and Durtho is just sending it across. And that might just send
Ooh, and
Grand
there we
Canyon
go.
University's hopes down the drain. Boise State takes it 3-1.
Yeah, congratulations, Boise State University, on that win there. That was a well-fought win. 3-1. Just as Doc predicted, in fact.
Yeah, and as you can see, somebody let Doc get a hold of the fog machine.
Celebration.
It is so foggy here.
Yeah, congratulations, Boise State. That was another really tough win for them, but it went overall really well. Something interesting to note, I thought that there was a lot of demos that happened in this match. And, you know, personally, I haven't actually seen a lot of demos, at least used as effectively as they were tonight. That was pretty interesting to watch. Grand Canyon University did a really good job with that, just cleared out the goal so many times and scored a lot of really solid points just because they were able to, like, manage that.
Well, we have had some of our collegiate players play Demolition Derby on this arcade machine, so I would not be surprised if the Rocket League players have as well. And so they kind of knew that game. Obviously, Grand Canyon was, I feel like, getting a few more of those demos than Boise State. However, Boise State wasn't phased by that, and they were able to, you know, get those goals off of the back of Durtho, who, oh my goodness, how does he get every single shot that I think is not going to land into this goal?
Absolutely. It was an incredible game by Boise State and by Grand Canyon University. Both teams played really well. They had a lot of ups and downs in the first, like, 3 matches, though, with just those quick back-and-forth 1-to-1 goals. It was mostly 0-0 just because they were tied for so long in all of those matches. It was really interesting to watch.
Yeah, well, I think the only one that was really tied 0-0 was the game 3.
That's true. That one took a while.
Game 1, 2, and 4, I'm pretty sure GCU got like a goal in like the first 30 seconds.
Yeah, they did get them really fast, but Boise State did, at least in the first, second, and third match, respond in kind pretty quickly. But I think actually in the second game, we had the longest just like standstill at the 1-to-1 there, where I was just sitting there going, are we going into the 6-minute overtime again? Because Rocket League Collegiate really loves their 6-minute overtimes. But overall, it went really well.
Oh my goodness.
Do you have any picks for player of the game tonight?
I think it is, without dispute, gotta be Durtho.
Durtho did a lot of really nice shots on goal tonight. But, you know, I'm not going to double up on him, so I think I'm going to go with Gil. Gil had some really good shots there as well.
Good shots, good assists, good saves as well. That is like, that. You know, obviously, everyone wants to be very, you know, aggressive, be the showmaker, playmaker, the person who gets all the goals. But obviously, those goals mean nothing if you have no defense, and Gil played that as well, alongside Instinct.
Totally. Gil and Instinct were just a solid backbone for Boise State there, just able to cover so many of those saves. Durtho did as well, but as we all know, Gil's just really good at his last-minute timings. As we now go into the lineup here to see who the player of the game will be, we have Instinct, actually no, Gil first. We swapped to his camera perspective.
I think it's Durtho first.
Yep. Well, so Durtho. Gil scored, though, in the background.
Gil scored.
Gil scored, so...
Well,
yeah,
we'll count that one.
Durtho is our first option. You said you're going with Durtho. Then we got Instinct.
Yeah, I
as
do
our
believe that
next.
is Instinct. I think Instinct changed their name.
Wait, maybe.
Because that is Instinct's profile picture.
Yeah, I think that's... I don't know. When their names don't match up with the tags we have for them, it can be a little hard. But that was an incredible shot by Instinct there. And then, of course, we've got our final main man, Gil, right now. Trying out some new strategies, getting some solid plays, though we do see another play from Durtho there.
Yeah, so I think the order's just messed up. I think you swapped Gil and Durtho there.
Yeah, I think it was Gil, Instinct, Durtho. Well, because Gil made the first
Gil
one.
made the first one, and then Durtho made the last one.
Yeah.
So either way, but all of those were excellent plays by every single player. And just looking at our arena, you can see how
Oh my
foggy it is. You can't see anything in here.
We're having fun here, I guess, with the fog machine tonight.
Definitely.
But yeah.
Boise State is hyped up. Actually, we do see the player of the game. Who will it be?
The player of the game tonight is Durtho.
No shock.
Durtho had a lot of incredible plays tonight. Good job, Durtho. Today's player of the game, of course, is brought to you by Idaho Central Credit Union. ICCU believes a great player makes a team more successful, just like how Idaho Central helps its members achieve financial success. Durtho is your Idaho Central Credit Union player of the game. Congrats, Durtho. You had a lot of incredible shots tonight. What the heck? Why were you playing basketball a few times there? But it doesn't matter because Boise State got the win. Wow.
I actually don't remember what Durtho's major is. However, he definitely passed in his trigonometry class because he was getting those angles so dang well.
Is he a math major like you?
I don't know. Radiology.
Oh,
He is
nice.
a radiology major. So that is also excellent major, one of those STEM fields. But man, just so awesome angles. I'm a fanboy. I'm sorry. I'm a Durtho fanboy. I've been converted.
You know, Durtho has a lot of really solid plays. Overall, like I've said many times before, our Rocket League team is great. They all make wonderful shots, and I love watching them play all the time because just great teamwork, great plays, great saves. I love watching Gil or Instinct or Durtho just get a really close save there. Especially tonight, Grand Canyon had a lot of shots on goal that were just barely deflected by Boise State. And that's something, although you don't want to be just barely deflecting the goal, it's still awesome to watch because we sat there, we were trying to set up the little storyline where we're like, oh, look at that, and the goal, and then we were just denied by Boise State, but that's what you want, and it was really fun to see there.
Yeah, obviously, if you're Boise State, you're happy that a lot of those goals got deflected. I mean, it was a good offensive game by Grand Canyon University, but it was just matched by an even better defensive game by Boise State ultimately. And with Boise State having a lot of those good shots, Grand Canyon wasn't able to keep up.
Yeah, so Boise State is now 6-1 in the Collegiate Rocket League season, and it's going to be a continuing, just interesting season, especially with these couple tough matches that they've been dealing with. So overall, good job to Boise State tonight. Do you have any last thoughts?
Can we make it 7-1? I want to see the Brazil. I want to see the Brazil score.
That'll be really interesting to see. Hopefully we can get that 7-1. So thank you everyone for tuning in tonight. We are very excited to show off just our awesome Rocket League team and all of their amazing players, but we're going to leave you with the top 5 play of the games from this match. And just have a good night and enjoy the top 5 plays of the game.
Up 3-0, not able to find this ball because it is in the corner, and Gil is going for a shot, and actually, Latimos is not able to defend that, and now it is 4-0 for Boise State. They're finding their rhythm.
Yeah, Boise State has now really just gotten into the flow with all 3 members taking seconds remaining. Grand Canyon is still in the lead and is trying to take the ball to Boise State's side. Ooh, the Blind Bandit does have a shot here. Tries to launch it over Boise State and successfully does get the next goal for the Grand Canyon University.
2 points, 20 seconds. This is a tall task for Boise State if they want to stay in this game. They want to take it into overtime.
Causing Boise State to kind of have to try and recover here. Durtho does manage to hit the ball to Instinct, who tries to take a shot and bounces it off the backboard into Grand Canyon University's side, giving Boise State 3 points in this game.
Yeah, that was just like such an excellent angle, just up in the air.
Get there in time to hit the ball, allowed Latimos to run away with it and dribble for a moment, giving it to Nando there as the Blind Bandit goes in for the shot and is able to take it out. Gil was demoed there, it looks like, too, so it left Boise State's goal wide open, allowing Blind Bandit to make a shot from midfield, too. We are in the last 8 seconds now. Boise State is just going in shot after shot, trying to make something. Durtho gets it, just barely in with 3 seconds left. Oh my goodness. I thought that wasn't gonna go in for a second. It was just floating there. Look at that.
How does he find these shots? He hits it off the corner.